𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗏𝗵𝗁343.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Nathan343 here, and as you all know, there's different hobbyists out there. There's people out there that like to go hunting and fishing, and there's photographers that like to go out and take pictures. And well, if you like to take pictures, and if you like to go do our, pictures of stuff, and you like to, want to be a pilot, but you really are scared to get up in the air, this is the way to get up in the air without even leaving the ground. I want to thank our good friends over at TRIPLEFINE for sending this awesome drone over. This is the TF15 I haven't seen any of the reviews on YouTube of this drone at all, so that could be a cool thing because we could be the first one. Now I'm going to peel this plastic off because it makes the box really glary, and you want to be able to see the box. I am filming this the day of delivery, although it did get delivered super late. Generally by Amazon stuff gets here between 2 and 5 o'clock. This did not get here till almost like 7 o'clock. So, but here it is. It does say for ages 14 and up. However, this is supposed to be for adults too. So it has a 360 optical advance, 3-axis gimbal stabilizer, virtual positioning, so you can set it and it will follow you, brushless motors, auto follow, I guess virtual positioning and auto follow might be the same thing, fixed point surrounding, GPS return, and electric fence, whatever that means. So it looks pretty cool. I do think it has some cool lights on it. And it does require your cell phone to use. So download the app on your smartphone. It does look like it folds up. It says Eagle, so maybe this is called the Eagle. So let's go ahead and open this cool drone up. Now I'm sure you all want to see up close. Well, I'll get you up close because it has a case that it goes in as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set this box here. We'll get you guys up closer so you guys can see what's in the box. All right, so here it is out of the box. Has TRIPLEFINE's logo right there on the front. This actually is a really nice case. It does have a really good handle right here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna unzip it, but I'm not gonna look at it just yet. We're gonna look at it together. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So we've got some foam padding on top. I don't know exactly how that was in there. I'm guessing like that. So I'm guessing these are probably batteries. Let's see. Let me get the box open. They make these boxes really don't come open as easy as they used to. Yes, this is a battery, a pretty good sized battery. Now, as you all know, I have the DJI Maverick Mini 2, and we're gonna put this thing up to that DJI. That's a pretty good sized battery. Looks like it has a battery level indicator on it. Looks like you charge the battery from the battery. Has a locking button here on it. Looks like it's got 2 locking buttons. We have 2 batteries. We have the remote, which is pretty good size. Looks like it's basically the same thing as I'm hearing something inside that's rattling, so I don't necessarily know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. This is for the cell phone part of it. Comes down and then you're able to attach your phone. Definitely a big giant controller. Okay, and then we have the drone itself, which is a pretty good sized drone. Looks like it got some protective stuff on it. It does have clear blades on it. This is definitely a very big drone. We're gonna set that case over here out of the way. Do we have anything? Oh, looks like we got some other stuff in there. We'll just set it here for right now. I do want to fold this dude out. I want to see how big this guy is. Looks like it folds out that way, folds out that way. Folds out just like that. Looks like we have a gimbal. There's your gimbal there on the front. That is a very nice. Personally, this takes 4K video. This is a really sweet looking drone. I have no idea what this thing's for at all. Adjust whatever that is. So, okay. So this thing's pretty cool. So on the bottom we have a light. It's like we have the antenna coming out of it. We've got some screws, the gimbal, which probably will move a lot different and stay level. We got some electric image stabilization right here. That is optical deal, so that's your optical lens. So yeah, this is a pretty cool looking drone. Definitely's got some different wingspans. Looks like the blades. You got B1, B1, A1, A1. So they're already pre-labeled A1, A1, and B1, B1. So each one of these have to be on a certain way to make this drone fly. It's probably going to need charge. This one doesn't have very much charge to it, but I'm going to put it in there, and that definitely adds some weight to the overall drone itself. So I'm going to go ahead, power this dude up. We're probably going to charge these guys up just to see if we get any. Oh wow, look at the lights going. All kinds of lights. Lights in the front, lights on the back. All different kinds of lights. Very, very cool. I like this drone just so far. I'm just kind of curious on how much charge. Okay, so it's like the gimbal's working pretty good. Looks like there's a light here on the front. Gimbal is staying very stabilized. It's still doing kind of a little deal. Of course, I'm gonna have to download the app and more than likely charge these batteries to full. There's a book in here I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna see if this one has any more charge. I do like that it has lights on it already. So you will be able to see this guy from the air. I'm very excited. We're gonna go ahead and shut it off. I'm gonna get these batteries charged, and then we will check out this awesome drone. So we have this drone out here. This is the TF15EX. They do have a different kind of drone too, and it would be really awesome if they would send me that other drone so I could do some comparisons. We do have the controller here, so that's what that looks like with your phone. Now this will work with Android and or Apple because it does have cords for Apple. So it's going to be USB Type-C to whatever adapter. So you have micro adapter, and you also have a lightning adapter or a Apple charger. Now these just pull down. They're spring loaded, so you pull these down, put your phone in there, and it holds your phone. You can see there real close, the front and the back. There is something rattling around in here. I don't know if it's a screw or what it might be. I hear it inside the controller moving. So right here on the top, you have your camera and your video button where you could tap to start the video recording or to tap to take a picture. You have the button to take the camera and point it directly down and or pan it right back up. And you also have the kind of where it turns like this a little bit. So you also have the power button, the land button, and the takeoff or land button here, I believe is what those are. One of these are a return to home. The controller is pretty nice. I would like to see some, maybe some different kind of antennas. I see a lot of people with these antennas though on here. Now you can rotate these a little bit so that you guys can get service. So I just kind of leave them out like that, or you can cock them up a little bit if you want. To me, I think straight out would be easier, but you can cock those up just like so. So here on the drone, you've got the battery. Of course, you push the 2 buttons here, pull the battery out, and that's how the battery goes. Push it back down in until it locks. You can leave the battery in the drone and actually charge it directly from the drone. You can just plug this in if you want and not even have to take the battery off or out. So that's kind of cool. If you've got a deal where you're going somewhere and you don't want to have to take this battery, you can just charge it on the way. So the SD card goes right here in the bottom. I do have a 128 gig 4K disc in there. That is a small one. The bottom here, so you've got your antenna, you've got your gimbal. This piece does come out if you need to take and replace this. I'm sure this part is replaceable if you need to take it out to clean it or anything like that. That is all replaceable, it looks like, so that's cool. You've got a sensor here, you've got the antenna, you've got a sensor here, you've got, I'm sure there's some sort of sensors in the back. There is this little thing here that moves on top, and this moves constantly back and forth searching for stuff. It also has a laser in the front. The gimbal is very good. It does have an HD camera on it, supposed to be 4K. I will say the video is kind of choppy, so we're going to fly here in the evening and show you guys a little bit of evening stuff, see if that has anything to do. I did do some flying the other day, and I will put that video here so you guys can see. But another thing I would like to see is the lights that's on it. They flash when it's first starting up. Once it gets to connected, they just stay on. They do not flash. I would like to see these guys flash, like alternate, maybe, you know, red, green, you know, do like green on the front, red would alternate in the back. I think it would be more noticeable if it was flashing. Would also like to see a spotlight on the bottom of this thing to light up as it's landing so that you can see your area at night. This does do some really cool footage, and we will take this up at night just so you can see the footage it does at night. We'll have to go fly around here in a big town just so you can see. Of course, you can see there the drone lights are flashing. Now they're going to see this kind of flash that we have right here was what I would kind of like to see, but I'd like to see it alternate, like this one and this one and that one and that one. The blades are big. It does, again, come with extra blades. I always like to open up my blades so that they are pre-opened. You want to make sure that you don't get any chips, any nicks, any type of damage. These do have B1, A1, and all that stuff. You see the camera there doing its thing. I'm waiting for the app to get signal here. Now we do have one more LED flashing, and that's once it gets GPS signal, that will stop flashing. So we're waiting for GPS signal right now. VTR, which is a VTR thing, a VR mode, filter, music, all that good stuff. So now the sport mode on this, I don't feel like it's super sport mode, just because of my DJI sport mode's a little bit faster than this one. I am going to go ahead and make sure we are not in beginner mode. So you have your parameters. So this is return altitude. We're going to move that up, hit save. So you've got your easy track, and I'm going to be playing with this around. I'm also probably going to do some like comparison reviews with the DJI. You've got several different things, distance flown, time that it has flown, and all that good stuff. So we're also going to track to see if this battery, because it says on their deal 75 minutes of flight, but I only think I've gotten maybe about 25 to 30 minutes of flight on one battery. So we are going to try that out and see what happens. So let's go ahead. We're going to push this button right here. We're going to slide to unlock. As you can see, it doesn't hurt to let those motors warm up just a little bit, and then you hit the takeoff button right here. As you can see, low idle. Okay, it does shut off. Sometimes I do that just to kind of give it a good run. We're going to hit it again just because it didn't take off. Flighting, and then I'm going to hit takeoff. Now, if you do turn it upside down, it does, as you can see, turn off. I wanted to show that. So if it gets out of control, you can grab it and flip it upside down. This is the field, so we're going to go ahead and bring it back towards me. And you can see how things look. I do see it coming back toward. It doesn't move super fast. That's the only thing. This doesn't move super fast at all. Now I will be taking this out later so that we can get some night shots. And we will see what that looks like. Of course the lights are flashing now, so maybe they just have to do something to flash, but he is right above me. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him down. He is right above me. Now I'm gonna get the other camera so you can see how they fly. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is the drone, and the lights are flashing, but they're flashing ever since I flipped it over on its deal. They are flashing. I'm sure they will quit here after a bit. But they are flashing really super fast up there. It is hovering right up there, so it's doing a super great job. So here we are. He is airborne. As you can see the little laser there in the front. You can see the lights, and you can also see the little thing right on top moving as it senses. That thing just moves back and forth as he looks for stuff. Doing a great job of hovering. You can see the grass down there moving. You can see the lights on top, maybe. So we're down 3.5 bars. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you've enjoyed. I will be doing a comparison video coming up here sometime soon. This drone compared to my DJI Maverick drone, so I hope you can stay tuned for that. And the day shots on this and the night shots are super great for what it is. I have seen drones that have a lot clearer picture than this. One of my friends has a real expensive drone, and it takes really awesome photos and pictures and stuff. But I'm going to be trying out some more better SD cards to see if that will help the quality of the video, and I'll get back to you on that in my comparison video. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, check out the link in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.